As the movie starts, we see a boy named Light. Light was in his school when the weather suddenly changed and the winds started blowing very fast. Then a book fell from the sky onto the ground. Light picks up the book, checks it, and keeps it with him. The book fell from the sky was not an ordinary book but an ancient book. Then it starts raining as well. As he goes inside, Light sees a naughty boy from his school beating another boy without any reason. Seeing this, Light asks him to stop, but in return, the naughty boy punches Light. Along with Light, his bag also fell on the ground. A teacher finds other students' homework in Light's bag. Here, the teacher reveals that Light does other students' homework for them. Because of this, Light is called to the principal's office. Now, in order to punish him, Light is kept alone in a room. While sitting alone, he remembers the book with Death Note written on it and starts reading it. It wasn't an ordinary book, it was filled with rules. This meant that having this book came with its own principles. It is revealed that this book was centuries old. Having this book makes Light feel very strange as he examines it when strange things start to happen there. After a while, Light notices a strange thing that doesn't look like a human at all, but rather a creature. The skin of its body was sharp, and it looked very scary and creepy. After seeing it, Light gets very scared. But later, he understands everything, that this is not a creature but an angel of death, a harbinger of death. It is revealed that this angel of death is the guardian of this book, the Death Note. The angel of death tells Light about the reality of this book, what it is and how it works. He says that this book contains some specific notes called the Death Note. The person who has it is the owner of this book. That is, at that time, the owner of the book was Light. The great thing about this book is that whoever's name is written on the Death Note will lose his life and die at that very moment. The owner of the book can kill the other person in any way he likes. For example, if he chooses any method and writes it in the book, the person will die in the same way, according to that method. However, to do this, the owner has to follow some rules. For now, Light wasn't believing this. The angel of death, along with the book, is visible only to the person who is the owner of the book. Now the angel of death tells Light that within 7 days, he must write someone's name in this book. If he doesn't write anyone's name in this book will go to someone else. He says that the condition for writing someone's name in the book is that the owner must remember the original name and face of that person and write one method of death that actually happens. The angel of death tells Light that he should definitely try this book. Just then, Light sees the same naughty boy from the window who was bothering someone at that time and who had also hit Light. Listening to the angel of death, Light writes the name of that boy in the book and writes the method of his death, that his head will be crushed. After he writes it, we see the scene outside, which suddenly changes. 2 cars collide with each other. It was seen that there were iron ladders in one car, because of which the boy's head is actually crushed. Everyone, including Light, was shocked to see all this. Seeing all this, Light was now also convinced that everything that the angel of death had told him was true. Because of this, Light was now very scared. The angel of death tells Light that he can do a lot with the help of this book. But if he does not want to keep this book with him, that is, he does not want to use it, then he can make someone else its owner. After this, Light had returned to his house. At home, we see Light's father. It is revealed that his father was a detective. Then we are shown that a few years ago, a criminal had murdered Light's mother. But because there was no evidence against that criminal, he was roaming free. Because of this, the relationship between the father and son was not very good. Light is angry with his father here that he is not taking revenge for his mother, and because of this, Light was always upset. Then Light gets an idea that he should also write the name of that criminal in the same Death Note book, and he does so. He writes the name of that criminal in the Death Note. Then we are shown the same criminal who was partying with his friends, and in the blink of an eye, he dies suddenly in front of everyone's eyes. When the father and son get the news of the criminal's death, they become very happy. Here, Light had also taken revenge for his mother, and the relationship between Light and his father had also become good. Then Light thinks about how to use this book for good power. Light was sitting in his school thinking about this when a girl named Mion comes to him. It is revealed that Mion is Light's best friend. Because of this, Light tells her his secret because he trusts her a lot. He tells her that he has found a mysterious book on which if someone's name is written with some method, that person dies by that same method. But Mion was not believing his words. To prove this, Light shows Mion the live news. A killer is shown there. Light writes about that killer in the death note that a car will hit him, which will cause his death. Now, since his name and face were known, it happened exactly like that. After seeing this, Mion was quite shocked. They make a plan that now they have become the owners of a great power, and with the help of this book, they will erase the bad people from this world. Bad people meaning criminals, killers, and all kinds of dangerous people like them. Now, to do this, they easily get the names from the internet. That's why they make a list of all the names of the bad people, and the bad people also start dying one by one. Here we also get to know that the owner of the book can also control the person who is dying. Light chose a name for himself, and that was Kira. That is, whenever someone died, Light would write Kira there so that terror would spread among the bad people by this name and they would leave their wrongdoings and focus on good deeds. Now that Kira, who kills all the bad people, has come, and in no time, this news goes viral all over the world that a serial killer named Kira has come who is killing everyone. And some people were also supporting Kira, saying that at least the bad people would be eliminated from the world. Now, since he was a killer in the eyes of the people, the police wanted to catch him. Now, since there was no evidence against Light, reaching him was next to impossible. Then an intelligent detective is hired for this case. The name of this detective was L, who was very smart. We see that L always keeps his face covered, and no one knows his original name. Light and Mion were very happy with their lives and had finished more than 500 people. Here we see that L announces in a conference that whoever the person named Kira is, he should come forward. Now, since L was very smart, he looks at this case from the start. Now, since Light's father was also a detective, L also includes him in his team so that they can reach Kira as soon as possible. Here, Light and Mion become very upset because they never thought that a conspiracy would ever be made to catch them because until now they were having fun, but the entry of L increased their tension even more. Light asks his father what will be done with Kira if he is caught. Light's father says that half the people will say that he should be sentenced to death, while the other half will keep saying how he did all this and that research should be done on it. Hearing this, Light's tension increases even more. Then he tells Mion all this and tells her that now they should stop everything from here because many people had come under L's radar, including Light. This was because he could easily access his father's data. That's why he puts one of his agents behind Light so that he can easily keep an eye on Light's activities. When Light comes to know about this, he keeps himself normal. Seeing Light's interest in the book decrease, Mion feels bad because she was enjoying doing all this. L had become a stone in the path for Light and Mion. But even if they wanted to, they could not kill L because neither of them knew his original name nor had they ever seen his face, which was also a book rule. Light and Mion were discussing that they should write the names of all those agents who are looking for Kira in this book so that the rest of the detectives get scared of Kira and are forced to close this case. Mion wanted to do all this. But Light was not ready to do anything like this because he did not want to take the lives of innocent people for no reason. That's why Mion has to accept this and agrees to it. On the other hand, L also comes to know that Kira has only victimized those people who have been shown in the TV news and that Kira cannot kill those people unless he has seen the name and face of that person. Now, so that he is not suspected, Light decides that now he will not kill people for a few days. But suddenly an incident happens. All those agents commit suicide by jumping from a large building because they were involved in this case and were looking for Kira. But Light had not written the names and methods of their killing. So then who had written these names? It is about to be revealed later. Now the whole situation had gone bad from here. Because until now, Kira had been killing only bad people. Everyone was considering him a hero. But now he had also killed the police. Now he was not a hero but had become a threat to the people. He could now kill anyone. Light gets very upset about this and starts asking the Angel of Death if he did all this. Then the Angel of Death tells him that these names were written by someone else because he cannot do this. Light's father challenges Kira in his conference and says that he should stop killing innocent people. If he has the guts, he should kill him and come out in front of everyone. Here, Light and Mion were both watching the news. In anger, Mion tells Light to write his father's name in that book as well. Then Light tells her how he can kill him and asks her if she has gone crazy. He is his dad after all. L was handling this case with more intelligence. He sees whether Kira kills Light's father or not. But that doesn't happen. Now, since Light's father does not die, the doubt that L had on Light now turns into certainty because he is also a detective who is handling this case. But why did Kira not kill him? This means Kira is no one else but Light. That's why L meets Light at night and tries to make him confess that Kira is no one else but him. He even shows him his face and tells him to stop doing all this. Here we see that Light ignores his words and leaves from there. Now the danger was on his head. He could not kill L even if he wanted to. Mion tells Light that she loves him and that to get out of this trouble, they should do something. Light starts thinking a lot to remove L from his path. He says that he has seen L's face, but maybe his friend knows L's original name. If Light writes L's name in that book, he will take him into his control. Now from here, a mind-blowing twist comes out in this story. The next rule in the book was that if someone burns the page with the name on it from the Death Note book, that person will be saved, and nothing will happen to him. But the Angel of Death tells Light that this will happen only once. L's friend had come under Light's control. But it was revealed that even he did not know his original name. Light tells him to somehow find out L's name. Then L's friend tells him that L used to go to an academy. Maybe his original name is there with his documents. That's why Light tells him to go to the academy immediately. L's friend does exactly that because he was blackmailing him. Light's plan was that when he finds out the original name, he will burn the page on which L's friend's name was written, because of which his life will also be saved, and everything will become normal. But L gets suspicious that his friend is missing. He also understood that Light must have taken him under his control to find out his real name. This time, L was now getting a little scared here that if he found out his name, he was a goner. We see that L comes to Light's house without informing him. He tells Light's father that his son is actually Kira and that he has made his friend disappear. But no one was having any suspicion on Light because there was no evidence of any kind against him. Just then, L searches their house. But he doesn't find anything there, nor does he find the ancient book because Mion had already taken it with her. Then Light gets a call from L's friend that he has reached the academy and he had very little time left and L's friend was just about to tell Light his name. Meanwhile, when Light opens the Death Note to burn the page, he sees that the page is not there but has disappeared. That's why L's friend dies before telling the name. Light feels a lot of sadness about this. After some time, in a dance party, Mion reveals this secret to Light that no one else but she had torn the page with L's friend's name on it. And not only that, but she had also written the names of all those police officers. She says that now she has also written his name in that book, and the method of Light's death is that his heartbeat will stop at midnight, and he will die. She starts saying that if he gives her this book, she will burn his name. That is, Mion trapped Light to get the book. When L comes to know about his death, he goes after Light. Then he somehow catches Light. But L tells a chef standing there that he is Kira and asks for his help in catching him. But that chef, instead, makes L unconscious because he was a Kira supporter. Running, Light takes Mion with him, and they both go to a swing. Both get stuck on top, and by that time, the police had also reached there. Light starts telling Mion that if she loves him, she won't even touch this book. They will unite and make everything normal. But here, Mion was a greedy kind of girl. That's why she doesn't listen to anything he says. She snatches the book from Light. After seeing this, Light starts telling Mion that she has done a very wrong thing. Hearing this, Mion understands that Light must have also written her name in this book. Now both the names were in the Death Note book, so suddenly both of them fall down. It was seen that Mion dies on the spot, while Light falls into the water. After some time, we see Light in a hospital, who has gone into a coma. During this time, more criminals also die. People see that L's suspicion was on Light, but he has gone into a coma. But still, people are dying. Then we see that when Mion and Light were falling down, a page from that book falls into the fire and burns. Light's name was written on that page. Light had done a smart thing. When he came to know that Mion had written his name, he wrote in the book that if Mion takes this book from him, she will be killed, and the page on which Light's name is written will also burn, and Light will fall into the water. And something similar happened. Along with this, he had also written the names of many bad people. A bad doctor pulls Light out of the water and sends him into a coma, after which the same doctor commits suicide. Then another man takes that book, and he also writes the names of many bad people in that book. Later, that man brings the book to Light. Light had also come out of the coma now. After this, L is suspended. But he does not give up and searches Mion's house for the last time and finds the names of all those dead police officers there, because of which all the blame falls on Mion. Now that book comes to Light, and he is also completely fine. But now he had learned that he would not trust anyone from now on, and with this, the story ends here.